Here's the t-test procedure. So suppose I'm running this t-test for these two variables, cholesterol and hemo, and I want to test whether their mean is equal to 180. So in other words, I'm doing this null hypothesis that mu equals 180, and I'm doing that for both variables. If you want to specify two different null hypotheses, then you need to run two separate proc t-tests. This specifies a data set as we've seen before, and then when I run this, I get some nice statistics. The most important, of course, is your p-value. The reason I'm getting such a big p-value here is because my null hypothesis was that the mean was 180, and the sample mean's 178. That's not too far away. So let me show you what's going on with these different values here. I'm getting lower and upper confidence levels for the mean here. So this is the mean, the sample mean for the cholesterol variable. This is the mean for the hemo variable. And then these are lower and upper confidence limits for that mean. So this is your basic confidence interval. The default setting is alpha is 0.05. I'll show you how to change that in a second. And then you're going to also have upper and lower confidence intervals for the standard deviation. They're right there. And then the standard deviations are right in here. And then you've got some other things, standard error, min, max, nice statistics. And then, of course, your t-value and the p-value. Remember that this is the probability that this t-value is greater than or equal to this number in absolute value. So the p-value is both of these sides. If you want to do a one-way hypothesis test, then you need to take this p-value and divide it by 2 to just get the one side of the area. So here's our alpha equal to 0.02. That's how you can change that default alpha setting for that confidence interval if you like. So we can also do another thing called a proc t-test by race. You, of course, with every procedure, you want to sort it by race before you run a proc t-test by race. And what this is going to do is give you two separate t-tests for the two separate races. So if I run this, you can see how I've got for race equals 1, this is my output and my p-value. For race equals 0, this is my output and here's my p-value. So I've got a little bit different p-values for the two races. Another thing you could do is a two-sample t-test.